Hello, welcome to Elder Care Answers. I'm your host, Attorney Doreen Seamon. In my law practice, I focus exclusively in estate planning and elder care issues. As part of my practice, not only do I have the pleasure of working with my clients and their families, but I also have the pleasure of working with various professionals in our community who work with my clients. As a result, I've realized that knowledge is power. Whether my clients are simply getting their estate plan in order or they're facing serious health issues. That's why we're bringing you Elder Care Answers, to bring professionals who work with families like yours into your home so you can learn what help is available to you.
Welcome to this edition of Elder Care Answers. Elder Care Answers provides valuable information for senior citizens and those that love them so that we all become much more informed consumers.
Hello again. On this edition of Elder Care Answers, we have two experts joining us to provide valuable insight on issues that are particularly important for our senior citizens and those that love them. Our first guests are Brian Schnapp and Joe Lombardi of Reliable Healthcare Solutions. Brian and Joe will help us understand how various in-home personal care services can improve the quality of your life and help you remain in your home as long as possible with just a little extra help. Brian and Joe also work with veterans to help them maximize the benefits that they're entitled to from the Veterans Administration. Our second guest is Don Nestor of Toothman Rice Certified Public Accountants. Don will explain how professional financial solutions are an important part of personalized, strategic plans to protect our assets and minimize income taxes. When I talk to people about the type of work I do, they often confess that they need to do elder care or estate planning, but for some reason they've procrastinated. Well, they say the only two sure things in life are death and taxes, so if you choose to procrastinate in your estate planning, you're choosing to ignore the only two sure things in life. That doesn't make sense, does it? And what about planning for your elder care journey? Although experiencing expensive care issues at some point during your life isn't a sure thing like death and taxes, statistics tell us it's very likely we'll face expensive care issues at some point because 2 out of 3 of us will need care prior to our death. And for our viewers who are over the age of 65 years old, 75% of you will eventually need long-term care. These are scary facts that none of us want to face, but ignoring the problem doesn't protect you. Ignoring the problem reminds me of playing hide and seek with a toddler who covers his eyes because he thinks that if he can't see you, then you can't see him. It doesn't work for toddlers and it won't work for us either. Your personal plan should not be a one-size-fits-all plan. Your personal plan needs to take into account your particular circumstances and your personal goals. Our clients joke that if they just had a crystal ball, they'd know what planning they needed to do. Although we don't know exactly what will happen in your future, we can take some basic steps to prepare for it. The best way to prepare is to have an elder care and estate planning checkup. At your checkup, we basically build your crystal ball by going over your personal information, reviewing your legal documents, and discussing your goals. Then we can determine if your current plan will achieve your goals or whether you need to have some updates made to that plan. My law office offers complimentary checkups for both estate planning and elder care planning. Although pre-planning always provides you the best outcome, we also provide legal and financial planning for those who are experiencing more immediate elder care needs. Just call our office at 304-554-2900. Let us know you saw our show today and that you'd like to schedule your complimentary appointment as soon as possible. 2 out of 3 of us will face a disability at some point in our lives. But if you're like most of my clients, your goal is to stay home as long as possible. So what are we to do when we need a little extra help? Our first guests today are here to discuss how we can stay safely at home even when we begin to need a little help. I'm very happy to have Brian Schnapp and Joe Lombardi, the founders and co-owners of Reliable Healthcare Solutions, here with us today to explain how personal in-home care can help you stay at home for as long as possible. Brian and Joe know from personal experience, reliable, honest, compassionate, personal care can be a key component to keeping us safe at home. Brian and Joe are both West Virginia University graduates. Brian and his wife Monica are proud parents of 2 children and they reside with their family in Morgantown. Joe and his wife Carrie are native West Virginians and are proud parents of 3 boys.
Thank you for having us here today, Doreen. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Joe, can you explain to us exactly what types of services Reliable Healthcare Solutions provides?
We offer a variety of medical and non-medical assistance. Our services include skilled nursing care to personal care, homemaker services, nanny services, and companion care. We also are able to accompany our clients to doctor's appointments or to the store if needed.
And it's important to point out we provide care for clients in independent and assisted living facilities, group homes, and nursing facilities. And a much needed service we provide is respite care, which can provide a temporary break from the exhausting challenges faced by the family caregiver. We also work very closely with the VA to provide care for our veterans.
That's great. So many families need that kind of help right now. Phyllis, I have so many more questions for you, but we need to take a commercial break. Could you stay with us a little bit longer?
Absolutely.
Before we go to break, how can our viewers contact you for more information?
We can be reached 24 hours a day at 304-212-4342. Viewers can also go to reliablehealthcaresolutions.com to learn additional information as it pertains to our services.
Great. Stay tuned to Elder Care Answers and we'll be right back.